Hey there everybody, James again with another technology tutorial. This month we're doing BuckeyeBox. To reach BuckeyeBox you go to box.osu.edu and then click login, and since you're an OSU employee, your OSU information, name, number, and password will get you in. When you get in, you'll be at this front page right here. There's a decent chance you have probably already been in Box, so the purpose of this is just to give you a brief overview and then maybe a couple little things that you haven't been using that you think might be useful. So yeah, these are all folders, and with the folder you can share them when you click share right here, which will give you a link to send to someone if you want someone to see into the folder, like to access some of the documents. You can also make someone a contributor. So if you right click and then say collaborator. If you invite a collaborator, they can add documents and remove documents as well. Usually don't want to have a ton of collaborators, but actually people don't usually tamper with documents. So you're not going to have to worry about someone deleting all the documents. So you can just do that at your own discretion. If we start at the top right, view options. You can organize your folders in whatever way works best for you. If you do better alphabetical than date, then by all means switch it around. Size might be a little bit tricky because the size of these folders can change and you might just get confused, especially if you have a really big, large amount of folders. So I have, 15 of them, which isn't too overwhelming, but I can imagine there are some people that have a much larger amount of them and they need to have a more specific organizational structure. Another thing you can do is add a favorite. So if I wanted Central Region Performance to be a favorite, I can see now that's one of my favorites. So if I have a huge list and I need to access one of these pretty consistently, I can just pop in and go to the right instead of having to scroll around and find it. And then when you click more options, it's the same as when you right click it, which you did before, which kind of just gives you the option to do everything else you can click on without right clicking it. Tags is similar to when you're doing the blog post or something. A tag is like a theme. If you want to tag your different folders just so that you have an idea. It's another organizational tool, but also for other people that you share the box folder with. It also can just assist them. Not necessarily a big need to use tags unless you're working with a large volume of folders. Here it says new box note. I'm not going to go into that right now because it will pop into one of my other monitors and that'll just be difficult to work with. But it basically creates essentially a Google document where it's an editable Word process document that you can edit and then put in a folder or create a folder with it, like create it as its own folder and share it with other people, and other people can edit it just like in the Google Doc. That's the same with when you go under new and you go under here new Word doc. You can do the same thing with a PowerPoint document and an Excel spreadsheet. So right now, if I clicked on this, it would have me install something that makes it so I can edit a Word document, a PowerPoint document, or an Excel spreadsheet on Box, because right now it would just open up and be uneditable unless I downloaded it or opened it up in Microsoft Word. It's kind of like a PDF. So that's a nice little thing if you are really working with a lot of PowerPoints or something on Box and you constantly are downloading them to edit them and then uploading them. You can just download that, edit it when they're already up there, and skip a bunch of steps. When you also under new is new folder, which we'll also be covering when you say upload. But so we want to upload a new folder. We'll name the new folder tutorial folder. You can keep it private if you just have your own personal box. This is actually pretty useful if you're constantly going between two computers and you don't want to have to consistently save things on a flash drive and remember to bring your flash drive, because we all know what it's like when you forget your flash drive. So you can just throw it online and the cloud saves it. Perfect. You can also invite people that will be collaborators. You just type in their email address and they'll get an invite. You've probably gotten those invites before. It makes it so that you can edit things. You can change what they do as well. So if you're a co-owner, you can do things like delete a bunch of stuff. A co-owner is basically the same thing as an administrator. You can make someone just like a viewer. Yeah, it's just a lot of this. I can upload it. All they can do is upload. They can't download or that sort of thing. We'll just keep it at 0 for now. So when that happens, it'll still be in Manila folder because I haven't added any collaborators. So I think the reason that it's blue is because they have 2 people. Basically, just says there's multiple people on this folder. if I wanted to upload a file, I can click on this. If I had uploaded it to the main menu, it would just have a file like that. That would have became its own main menu tab. But for this sake, we're just going to put it in the folder. Upload a file. It's just like if you upload attach it to an email. You go to your documents, or it's probably best to use document, but you can do a video if it's small enough. You click, let's say I want to do the sustainability and resilience PDF. Quick upload because it's a pretty small document, and it's up there. Anyone I had shared could get up here and access it. If I wanted someone to see it, I could get this URL and send it to them. I could also set a time limit on how long it will be until it expires. So if I click this, it then will give me the option to change what I want. So let's say the 10th of November, the end of this year, is when I want it to expire. So I'll push save and close, and that means people cannot view this after the 10th of November. For whatever reason, you might need that. Probably more useful when like more of a classroom setting, but just so you know that you have it, the option. So let's go back to the main menu, which is titled All Files. So let's say that you create a folder and you used it up and you don't want to use it anymore. It's pretty simple to delete. Just right click it and push delete, and there you go. As far as anything else, it's pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot of weird things about this that aren't like every other program you use. But if you have any questions, feel free to email me at stiving.3@osu.edu, or call my office phone at 614-292-0877. Always willing to help. Yeah, thanks for listening.